this. Thank you so much, and good morning. So welcome to the Michigan Community Resources Power One Dedicated Woman Awards. This is our 9th award, and we're so grateful and excited that you guys are here to join us. So before we begin, I do want to thank our sponsors for supporting MCR and each of this year's honorees. This year, our technology sponsor is Blue Cross Blue Shield. Because of their generous support, each honoree has received a brand new 2-in-1 Lenovo laptop. It turns into a tablet. It's a lot of really cool things. And they can use this to continue their community outreach and to continue their dedicated work in their community. Our capacity building sponsor this year is the Kresge Foundation, and we're so grateful for their supportive services that have allowed us to support the honorees through tailored support for each of their organizations. Our honorarium sponsors are COACT, JFM Consulting, IFF, and Quattro. Their incredible support has allowed MCR to provide each honorees with a monetary gift that they can use for celebration, for self-care, to continue supporting their community building works, or whatever they want, whatever they need for themselves. So we also want to thank our individual donors. Thank you so much. These awards would not have had the impact that they've had without your support. And as such, we invite you to join our individual donors. You can text POW to 53555 to donate and to help us reach our campaign goal of $1,500. And I think it's not on the screen right now. We're not moving. We haven't been progressing. Let's see. So that's me. That's our sponsor. Yes, thank you to our sponsors. And please text to support us. So we're going to continue this partnership and these relationships with each of these women so that we can bring each one of them resources that they need to continue making a difference. And each one of your dollars helps us do that. So please consider donating to POW consider donating by texting POW to 53555. So a little bit of virtual housekeeping, just for the best viewing experience, we do recommend that you change your view option to gallery view if it's not in that way already. And that way you can see all the speakers and honorees. Everyone will be highlighted for you, so everyone should be showing up beautifully at the front end for you. We also highly encourage everyone to share praise in the chat. Praise, love, support, just any love that you can use to boost up our women who have been doing incredible work in their communities, who we are now taking time to celebrate and honor and love on publicly. So to kick us off, I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Heather Nugent, who will share a little bit about who we are at MCR and how this amazing work fits into our identity.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Let me stop jockeying for a moment. At MCR, we support nonprofit and grassroots organizations with capacity building services, tailored cohort experiences, and legal guidance. Using a lens of racial and social equity, we seek to build power within the nonprofit sector by shifting norms, practices, and attitudes, and leading to systems transformation for our sector and our world. The Power of One Dedicated Woman Awards is one way we promote this work by honoring and celebrating women in Detroit who have already been driving positive connections in their own communities. This incredible work, and we want to do more of it through the Rest and Liberation Initiative. The Rest and Liberation Initiative is a new sabbatical and fellowship program that will provide opportunities for time away from work for leaders of small budget nonprofit organizations who are disproportionately led by Black and Brown individuals. MCR worked alongside CDAD, COACT, and NEW over the last 2 years to talk with our sector and understand how nonprofit leaders are feeling. Our response is the Rest and Liberation Initiative, a call to action for the nonprofit sector to think about how to rebalance these things, not just by creating a sabbatical program, but by reconsidering how we approach work culture itself differently to be more sustainable. You can read the final report, which we published earlier this year, and consider implementing some of the best practice recommendations in it. We're hoping to launch the inaugural fellowship next year. And with that, we will get into the awards.
Thank you so much. I'm going to hand it over to Dottie to talk about the history of the Power of One Awards and the spirit behind it.
Good morning, everybody, on this wonderful day. Thank you for coming on and viewing this. The Power of One started back in 2015. I can't believe it now, and we're in 2023. With an idea in my head that I wanted to recognize women who generally don't get recognized. They are like the in the underground world of doing the work in the community. So this was an idea that that the Lord gave me, and again, I sat on it for a little while before I started because I didn't know how I was going to do it. But then I ended up talking to Shamil about it, and she ended up talking to other people about it at the job, and therefore, as of now, we have been partners and co-partners and co-laborers, and just a wonderful partnership together in putting on the Power of One dedicated woman each year. I could not do this without Michigan Community Resources, and I truly thank them from the bottom of my heart. All you women are awesome. Whether you got the whether you got the award or not, you are still awesome and still amazing. And I just love you all, and that's how the Power of One started. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Lindsay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dottie. Can we give it up for Dottie in the chat? Just give it up to this amazing woman, like literally almost 10 years of this.
Almost 10 years. Oh my God, I know. And next year we go blow it out.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much, Dottie.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I'm looking at you here.
For the Power of One, each woman is nominated by someone in her life who sees the work she does and recognizes her huge impact. And also the way she shows up in her neighborhoods and communities, just really incredible work. So we've had 35 women nominated this year. My colleagues, Adriana, 35. My colleagues, Adriana and Ravina, will read these names once they pop back up on the screen, so that we can really honor and acknowledge those women.
Good morning, everyone. So we are going to read the nominees. And the first nominee is Andrea Thompson.
And the second nominee is Catherine Colvin.
Chevelle Brown.
Ebony E.B. Jordan.
Erica Maria.
Imani Foster.
Jerry Hebron.
Jessica Scott.
Kenya Lee.
Kim Thies.
Kimberly Cooley.
Laura Chavez Waziruddin.
Leonora King.
Maria Peoples.
Marilyn Winfrey.
Patty Dukes Jordan.
Peggy M. Brown.
Rhonda Askew.
Rochelle Linto.
Ruth Johnson.
Sandra Turner Handy.
Sharon Harris.
Tamara Howard.
Teresa Mitchell.
Tony Cannon Mitchell,
Tonya Dykes,
Veronica Moore.
and lastly, Vicky Ulmer.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Can we please give it up in the chat for those amazing women who have been doing the work and have been recognized and nominated? We encourage you guys to continue doing your amazing work, and we love you all. Always wonderful to see these wonderful names. So yes, thank you so much for you guys and your impact. Now we're going to get over to celebrate the 6 women who were selected this year to receive this year's Power of One Dedicated Woman Award. So each of these honorees will be first introduced by the person who nominated them to receive the award. And then they'll have an opportunity to share a little bit about themselves. So our first honoree, let me see if the slides catch you, is Bonnie Whitaker. And so I'd like to welcome Zenaida Flores to come forward, unmute, and introduce us to our first honoree, Bonnie Whitaker.
Yes, hello, can you hear me? Yes, okay. Hello, Bonnie Whitaker is an extraordinary leader who tirelessly serves her community with a joyful heart. She's been recognized by the City of Detroit with the Distinguished Service Award for her role as president of the Charleston Little Gardens Block Club, and she serves as the neighborhood park steward for the Charleston Colton Community Park. Bonnie's dedication to her community is exemplified as she not only serves as secretary for the nonprofit Rescue My Nature Now, but also as vice president of the Crossroads Community Association. Her nonprofit involvement started with the development of Be Culturally Exposed, a service agency that exposes inner youth to cultural and other positive activities. A long-running activity of Be Culturally Exposed is a community garden at Nolan Elementary Middle School that has been in existence for over 13 years. Bonnie extends her reach in giving back by her involvement with Zanta International, a worldwide service organization that works to improve the status of women and girls locally and around the world. As the current president of the Zanta Club of Metro Detroit, they support women's shelters in the Detroit area and make comfort pillows for breast cancer survivors. The comfort pillows have been donated to the Women's Clinic at John Dingell Veterans Hospital, the Sisters Network, a breast cancer survivor group for African American women, and the Henry Ford Hospital. Through fundraising, the local chapter also financially supports the international projects of Zanta. In 2022, Bonnie created the TK's Book Scholarship at Oakland University to honor her granddaughter, Takaya Allen, who was killed in a drive-by shooting on July 21st, 2021. Last year, the scholarship supported 10 students in obtaining books to continue their studies. This has led to Bonnie's strong involvement with Moms Demand Action, a national grassroots organization that advocates for gun sense in America. While doing all of that, Bonnie still finds time to be involved in her church, St. Stephen AME Church, where she participates in her first love, singing.
Thank you so much. So we're going to prepare the video.
I am so sorry. I have construction going on in my house this morning, but I'm sitting here teary-eyed hearing Zenaida speak about me because I don't see myself that way. I just do the things that I see and feel in my heart need to be done. I am Bonnie Whitaker, and I'm so thankful for this honor. Being honored for the work I've been doing to impact and improve the lives of others is truly humbling. It certainly feels good that the work, which sometimes feels endless and at times make me wonder if it is worth it, does not go unnoticed. This recognition supplies wind beneath my wings for when those times arise in the future and keeps me moving ahead. As to why I do this work, My mother instilled in me a heart to care for the welfare of others. I also deeply care for children and want them to be the best they can be. If the things I do play a part in that, I have accomplished my mission in life. As Zenaida said, I've been gardening with the students at Nolan Elementary Middle School for the last 15 years now. I know that the experience the students have planting, caring for, and harvesting what they grow has deepened their understanding of good nutrition and increased their appreciation for outdoor activities. They get to share the harvest with the school staff as well as take it home to share with their families. Many students have started their own gardens at home. Another big part of my outreach is through Be Culturally Exposed, where we have been taking inner city youth to cultural events and other positive activities that give them a wider view of their world outside of their neighborhood. I believe it's important for them to see what is out there and see people doing it so that they can feel empowered to do it on their own. I would say to other women out here doing good work in their communities, if you have the desire in your heart to help others or see something that needs to be done that you can do, go for it. However, remember you must take care of yourself before you can be helpful to others. It doesn't have to be a sprint. Many great accomplishments require a marathon. Each small victory becomes part of a larger overall change I wish to see in our world. I find strength through the scripture in Galatians 6:9, and let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Thank you so much to MCR for recognizing me, and I appreciate it to the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. We're gonna show a short video, just honoring and celebrating.
My name is Bonnie Whitaker, and I am the president of Be Culturally Exposed. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization that my best friend and I started in 2005 because we wanted to expose our grandchildren to positive activities. And at that time, there wasn't a lot being offered to the school system that would take them on field trips or, take them to the DSO, or some of them I encountered had never been to the Detroit Public Library, which just blew me away. I could not imagine not having gone to a public library. Our first trip was to take a group of about 15 kids to the DSO. And then I found out that they had at least one program a year where the conductor was African American. So I made it my business to make sure they went. And this one little boy, I think he was about 6 years old, he leaned over to me and he goes, "Miss O, the black man has the stick." He didn't even know that it was a baton. And that really touched my heart. He got to see something he had never seen before that he could be. That's about all the motivation I need. There are so many great women in my life. It's unbelievable. I look at my first lady at my church. She retired after 32 years teaching. Women like that have taken on their jobs and made them into careers where they give back to people. I want you to know that I'm here if you need me, and vice versa. As long as God gives me the energy, the strength, and the health to be able to get up and do things, that it's my obligation to do that. If I have a way to share what I have been blessed with other people, I feel that's what I'm supposed to do. When I think of Detroit now, it's home. So this is where I want my community to be. And my community is not just my family, it's my neighbors, it's my surroundings, it's my people I go to church with.
Thank you, Bonnie. Next, I would like to invite Denise Kennedy. Next, I would like to invite Denise Kennedy to introduce us to our next honoree, Darnetta Banks.
Good morning, everyone. You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. It is my honor and pleasure to talk about Darnetta this morning. Darnetta is a longtime resident of the Fitzgerald community since 1966. She has seen her community go from a thriving, vibrant neighborhood to a community that has faced many challenges since the 1967 riots. With the fleeing of neighbors and loss of businesses, the community has struggled to upright itself to this day. Darnetta and her family decided to take matters in their hands, literally by having a barbecue, roasting a hog I've got here, and feeding as many people as they could in the neighborhood. In around 2005. And with that first event, they fed 50 families. Today, this event that's held in July has become a 2-day event feeding hundreds of community members. As she watched the neighborhood change and watched the younger community members leave the seniors behind and alone, Darnetta and her family began mowing lawns, shoveling snow, providing food boxes, gift cards, all leading to her starting a community organization called Community Unity at its Best, all funded by Darnetta. This summer of 2023, the Community Unity at its Best started a community garden where seniors would not only garden, but would also be reading to the youth, teaching the youth and the seniors how to enjoy each other and the benefits of mutual respect. Most of all, I believe Darnetta is a community activist. This is where I know her from, for the Fitzgerald community. Not just for all the services she's providing to the citizens of her neighborhood. She's always attending meetings, trainings. She just graduated as a community health worker in July, and to bring reliable information to her community members. She's always feeding her community members and doing one of our many power outages in her area. She and her family just started taking whatever they had in their deep freezers, set up tables, and anyone could come and eat. Darnetta and I often are in the same place, in the same space, searching for the truth to carry back to our communities. Darnetta has a beautiful opera voice and has a great love of people and is authentic in believing in service to all mankind. It is my honor and pleasure to present Darnetta Banks.
Thank you for the introduction, Denise. Now we're going to show a short video on her.
My name is Darnetta Faye Morris Banks. I represent multiple organizations in this community, but currently I'm the president of the Ella Fitzgerald Conservancy and the president of the Prairie Street Block Club. I also am the founder of my own organization, which is called Community Unity at its Best. My community is up on the rise. We've suffered with blight, but now we're coming together. We're totally working towards educating our children, getting our families together, and just letting them know that they're loved and we're here for them. When it comes to my own personal organization, naming it came during COVID because we had so many seniors who were unable to do different things, and I felt it was my duty to go out and get food for them, to shovel their snow, do their lawns, whatever's necessary. I learned that so many people had needs that needed to be met and an individual that they could trust to help meet them. I'm just in awe of the women that I come in contact with and the things that they're doing to see and know what women are now accomplishing within the city, just from a desire, their passion, their thought. It's amazing. When I think about Detroit, I think of it as my home, foundation, strong people who are able to weather the storm, because we've been through some storms. When I think of Detroit, I think of what can I do to help?
Please join me in recognizing Darnetta Banks. Darnetta, you're on, unmute.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Dottie. I'm sorry, I'm a little under the weather today. Thank you, Denise, for bringing me into this illustrious sisterhood, a group of women, outstanding women, who continue to do wonderful things on a daily basis. Because I do things in the background, I'm not used to being highlighted on camera and that type thing. But I love what I've heard thus far. I love the women that I see and the involvement in what they're doing within the city. As some of you all can see, I did my video in what is called the Brilliant Detroit Fitzgerald House, which is another powerful organization that I'm a part of in this community. I love the city. I love my family and my community. And I would be nothing without them. I would be remiss if I did not honor my parents, who instilled in us the just the love of sharing and giving, and my siblings who come alongside me on a regular basis. I do nothing by myself. Although I'm the one sitting here being recognized, I appreciate and give honor to those who work alongside me, not just in the community, but everywhere. And to Denise, you are that quiet storm. You make things happen, and you do not just include one, you bring us all alongside you. And for that, I appreciate and love you.
Okay, thank you so much, Darnetta. Can we please give it up for Darnetta in the chat? Give it up. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to invite Debbie Fisher, who will introduce our next honoree, Ms. Juanita Maxwell.
Good morning, and we actually have 3 of us here to do this exciting introduction. So myself, Stephanie Johnson Cobb, our Deputy Director, and Jeff Jones, our Executive Director, and I'll just start by saying we're privileged to introduce our colleague and friend, Ms. Juanita Maxwell. Juanita serves as a neighborhood resource navigator at Hope Village Revitalization, and wow, what an amazing difference she makes in the lives of those she serves. Day by day, Juanita is an amazing force for good in our neighborhood. She is tireless in making sure that residents can access the benefits they're entitled to. She works day after day to advocate for residents, to solve problems through My Bridges, to apply for and receive thousands of much needed dollars through the State of Michigan Emergency Relief Fund, and the list goes on and on. And I'm quite simply, Juanita Maxwell is a blessing to those who know her, and a particular blessing to those she works with and for. And I'll turn it over to our Deputy Director, Stephanie Johnson Cobb, to tell you more.
Yes, I just wanted to say Ms. Juanita is a jewel in our community. She's a tenacious problem solver with a heart to serve people who alone face insurmountable barriers to resources that they're actually entitled to. She takes her time to service each and every one of them, going above and beyond duty to make sure she gets them the resources that they need. That might involve her driving someone to a local office to speak to somebody personally, to help interpret and stand as a liaison and a connection between systems and what they need. So we just applaud Ms. Juanita and the rest of the Power Women honorees, and we just are grateful for you all to continue to be beacons of light. Thank you.
And thank you once again to all these wonderful women who are being recognized this morning. I am just honored and humbled to be able to share with you about our own superhero, Miss Juanita Maxwell. It's been said that she is such a fierce advocate for the community. I have personally witnessed Miss Juanita overcome barriers of language and find resources outside the city of Detroit, bring resources outside the Wayne County to our offices to help individuals who are facing great needs at that time. She doesn't give up. She is a fighter. She is a fierce fighter for everyday people. And I am just so proud to be able to call her my friend and my colleague. And it warms my heart to know that the residents of Hope Village have this type of advocate on their team. Whatever the challenge is, Miss Juanita will face it head on. She will lean into that adversity. And most importantly, she gets solutions and results done. So thank you, Miss Juanita.
My name is Juanita Maxwell, and the organization I work for is Hope Village Revitalization. Basically, their mission is to have people live in a healthy or safer community. It assists the community in different resources. I'm a neighborhood resource navigator. We help them with home repairs. That's one of the biggest things that we do. We also have a Healthy Hearts program. We do a lot. And we also have our farmers market. That's a big thing. What motivates me is the need that people have. I had an instance where somebody said they hadn't had electricity in a house for years. When people get the resources basically that they need, that makes their life more comfortable, everyday life more comfortable, that's what motivates me to keep doing it, you know. The women of Hope Village are strong women. They are all exceptional. We all as a team assist each other. In this community, it's a lot of older people in this community. I think I make a big difference in seniors' life. And when it comes to that, I think I have built up a trust with the seniors I work with in this community. Living in the city of Detroit, helping people with these resources. When you're a navigator, you do our surrounding areas. So I help people outside of Hope Village too. I don't turn nobody away. It's just a trust issue, you know, building a trust and making people feel like they human, they the same. They're what they're saying counts, you know. When I hear the word Detroit, it reminds me, I think of home because that's where I've been all my life. Detroit is all I know, and I actually love Detroit.
Please join me in recognizing Juanita Maxwell.
Hello, everyone, and thank my team for all the beautiful words they gave me. Of course, you know, I'm one that's not a real big speaker, and congratulations to all the awardees that's been honored. This was a surprise to me because my team knows that I'm not one that like to be in the forefront or in the limelight, but I do appreciate the honor. Also, the work that I do,
it wouldn't be done or without the team, the Hope Village team. And I do appreciate each and every one of them for all the support that they give me. And also that, I'm sorry, I got my little doggy here. He keeps bothering me, but in any instinct, I want to thank each and every one of you. I'm not a big speaker. I want to thank the Michigan Community Resources for this award and the Hope Village team for selecting me for this award. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Next, I would like to invite Tricia Talley to introduce our next honoree, Michelle Knight.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited for Michelle. She's so well deserving of this honor. I know Michelle from serving on the North Corktown Neighborhood Association Board of Directors. She's a wonderful, loving person, and she's deserving of this honor. North Corktown is our trusted neighborhood association that consists of residents, business owners, and stakeholders within the boundaries of the North Corktown neighborhood, which is one of Detroit's oldest neighborhoods. Because of North Corktown's proximity to downtown, we are experiencing an overabundance of development, and Michelle is known for respectfully challenging developers about their impact on our neighborhood, particularly the impact on our oldest residents. As the treasurer of the North Corktown Neighborhood Association, Michelle has been very instrumental in connecting our North Corktown residents that don't have access to technology with keeping them abreast of what's happening in North Corktown. Michelle personally assisted a minimum of 27 residents to apply for the Forward Michigan Central Home Repair Program. This included visiting North Corktown residents in their home and walking them through the process step by step of filling out the online application. Michelle is also the program manager for our North Corktown Neighborhood Association's loan program. She makes sure that residents are aware of the program, and she's also responsible for managing the funds. Again, Michelle is a fierce advocate for our North Corktown residents, particularly our residents that have no one to advocate on their behalf. We are truly honored to have Michelle as our treasurer, and she's a true leader. And thank you for Michelle for all that you do, and thank you for MCR for honoring her.
Hi, my name is Michelle Knight. Hi, my name is Michelle Knight. I'm the treasurer for North Corktown Neighborhood Association. I've been working with them since 2015. I've been living here all my life. I was born on 16th. A gentleman across the street bought the house, and Paul came across the street and he goes, "Hey, I've been thinking about starting this group." I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what. You get 2 people." Well, then here he comes knocking at my door. He said, "I got my 2 people." I am most motivated by my seniors in my area because things are changing so fast. I would like for them to have peace of mind. When I look at these people's houses and I know there's money out there that these people could use to fix their house, why not? So if somebody can put their information in there and they can get that money to get a roof or get a porch or get steps or get a gutter or get something to make their life easier, why not? Why not take 10 minutes out of your life to make somebody else's life easier? Why not? Inspirational women to me are the single women that are raising children. They are paying their bills, they are raising their children, and they're raising leaders. We're all good neighbors. Our neighborhood is coming together because the neighborhood really is coming together. I have peace of mind where I live. I love my area. I love looking out my window and seeing the kids playing in the park, people riding their bikes. It's amazing. I absolutely love where I live. I love it.
So Michelle is having some technical issues. Unfortunately, I was just on the phone with her. She's trying to get in and it keeps putting her back out. But if you guys could just give it up to her, please just, share with her in person, share with her over text if you have it. I'm so sad that she missed that beautiful introduction from Trisha, but it's recorded. We're gonna get it to her. And we're gonna get it out there. So give it up to Michelle. She's gonna know how much love she's got for this really incredible woman. So now I'm gonna invite up Rakisha Odom to introduce our next honoree, Ms. Sharon Kilgore.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for allowing me just to be in this space. I feel so good to see all of these powerful, beautiful, dedicated women. Shout out to Miss Darnetta and Tyra and my girl, Miss Sharon. Let me tell y'all about Miss Sharon. She really holds a very dear space in my heart. She was one of the first people I met at Brilliant Detroit. And she is just awesome. She is dedicated to her community, to her family, and she's a new grandmother. And she's always doting on her baby and her children. So I wanted to speak from the heart first because I just love her so much, but I prepared something so I would not forget anything. So Sharon has been a consistent example of what service and dedication to the children and families of the city of Detroit should look like. In addition to being a mother, wife, and new grandmother, Sharon has gone above and beyond the call of duty for those in need by consistently championing for resources in the 48205 and Littlefield communities. I've watched Sharon mentor dozens of young mothers through her work at Brilliant Detroit, support and encourage groups of women while completing their GED, organize countless food, diaper, and book bag giveaways, coordinate and share resources on her popular social media page, and run to the front line to support others in need during the pandemic. One of my favorite moments working with Sharon was 2 years ago when she adopted a senior in her community who was in need of nutritious food and companionship. She later told me that Sharon was like a lifeline to the outside world, that she knew she could count on Sharon every day. When I met Sharon, she was in the beginning phases of her community-based organization, Busy Bee. I remember her telling me that this work was in honor of her mother, who she watched provide for the community, and that she hoped she was making her proud. Sharon, let today sink in, receiving your flowers, knowing that your mother is proud of your accomplishments, service, and giving spirits. Congratulations.
So my name is Sharon Kilgore. I am the founder of Busy Bee Here to Help. It's been into existence since 2016, on paper price since 2018. It's always been about just giving back to the community. It originated from my mom. Her name was B, Lizzie B. Branch. So what I want people to understand really about Busy Bee Here to Help, it's all about putting unity back in the community by providing resources and services. I want people to get what I got when I was raising my kids, and that was like support. I want people to know like people out here care and people is here for you. First thing I did was to adopt a child for Christmas. Miss Bennett had like recently passed too. So she had to adopt a child for Christmas at Cobalt. And so when Miss Bennett passed, it was like, they might not keep it alive. Like, I want to do something like in memory of that. And then I did my first back to school 4 years ago. This will be the 4th year this year, of giving out socks, underwear, and t-shirts. Because you know how everybody have book bags and the backpacks and the supplies. So it's just making sure, like, the first year, each kid got like 3 pair of socks, 3 underwear, 3 t-shirts. And it just steady expanding. And it's always come with like the food trucks, the whole shebang, the food truck, the bouncy house. Each year you get like bigger and bigger. It's just certain signature events that I do. I just love doing the work. Sometimes I sit on the sideline and I just watch, and I see a lot of amazing women that's doing the work that will go to bat for the community. Want to see Detroit like thrive and get back how it used to be, where the blocks was like safe. The kids could run up and down the street and play, and everybody looked out for everybody. And they always say you want to be the example that you want to see, you know. And I just want to make a difference. And the work is rewarding when you see happy kids. I love my city. I do. I do.
Please join me in welcoming and recognizing Sharon Kilgore.
Thank you, everybody. I'm just glad and honored to be here. This is a really beautiful award. Shout out to Rakisha. Doing this work is just in remembrance of my mom, and just always want to keep it going. It's about being the neighbor that you want to see. And if one person see you do it, then there, you know, other people may do it as well. And I really, sorry guys, I'm kind of teary-eyed because I'm really honored to receive this award. I always tell people too, even when nobody's watching, work like everybody's watching, because you never know who's watching. And it's just get the work done. And I just want to shout out some extraordinary women who have helped me along. Cindy Editon, Shalonda Buckman, Tammy Jones, Detroit Parent Network, and just everybody who supports the work. It's not like just one person doing everything. It's like we all doing this work together. As hard as I go, I see Rokisha go harder. She goes real hard too for her community. 48224, Brilliant Detroit. Rokisha just all over the place. Love doing the work for Busy Bee. The back to school is sacred to me because I just know that how important it is for kids to have like socks, underwear, and t-shirts and things like that. I know how important it is for the seniors to be taken care of as far as them needing like food or any services that they may need. Sometimes they sit in the house and they don't say anything, so you do have to check on them. I'm very passionate about that. And just want to say thank you guys for the award. I'm not like a big talker, and I really don't like being out here like this, but thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. If you see me dabbing at my eyes, it's only because who would know that all these amazing women in Detroit is doing the work that they're doing in the community without this award? Who would know that? I wouldn't know that all these phenomenal women without this award. I wouldn't know that all this work is being done. So if you see me dabbing at my eyes, it's just the enormity and the power of the Power One dedicated women. So with that being said, finally, I would like to invite Marlon Franklin up to introduce us to this year's final honoree, Tyra Moore.
Woo! I'm over here overwhelmed with all of this love and oh my goodness. First, let me say thank you, Ms. Dottie Sharp, for creating a space for our sisters to be receiving the flowers while they are alive to smell them. The work they do is from the heart and involves a lot of giving to the families that they serve. So it feels good to be able to give back to them some of the love that they give us all. I get the honor to introduce the amazing Mrs. Tyra Moore. Tyra Moore is the founder of A Girl Like Me organization, providing culturally relevant support to girls and families of Detroit, specifically the Brightmoor community. Tyra and A Girl Like Me are partners of Brilliant Detroit, which I met ironically through Rakisha, through her social media postings that she shared from Tyra. But Tyra is also a community neighbor of mine. We actually live just a few blocks from each other. And I've watched Tyra grow this A Girl Like Me organization from the ground up. Tyra is a mother to the Brightmoor community. She goes above and beyond for all the Brightmoor families with her nurturing spirit and by loving on us as if we were one of her own children. Tyra has been that sister and best friend. I think the term is now called sister friend to many mothers of the Brightmoor community by stepping in to host baby showers, providing access to resources like diapers, clothes, and most importantly, just being that listening ear. Tyra has partnered with my Brilliant Detroit Brightmoor site for several years now. She has supported us by providing volunteer storytellers for our reading programs. She's provided opportunities for volunteers to earn those much needed community service hours for high school and for college. And on top of that, she even finds time to mentor young women growing up in Metro Detroit. Tyra is definitely one dedicated woman. Her tireless devotion to give of herself, even while working and caring for her own family, has been inspiring to me and a whole new generation of young women, my 13-year-old granddaughter included. That's what I call paying it forward. When I saw that there was an award for such a woman, I couldn't think of a better person. Thank you all for this opportunity to share. And without further ado, I would like to introduce you all to Tyra Moore.
My name is Tyra Moore. The name of my organization is A Girl Like Me, Inc. A Girl Like Me, Inc. is a nonprofit organization that helps girls, teens, teen moms, and young moms up to the age of 25. We provide free diapers, wipes, feminine products. We run a mentoring program every Saturday for girls and teens, 11 to 17. And also we provide parenting classes, lunch and learns, and childbirth classes. I had the passion for helping moms and teen moms because I was a teen mom at 14 and I just love, doing the organization here. With me coming out with my story, like so many girls and teens have came out with their stories, they were very happy that I came out with my story and trusted me to tell their story and also be able to help others with items that should be free, like period supplies and like diapers, like all that should be free to me. And I just love that I'm able to use my passion and what I went through to help others. I grew up on 6 Mile and Prairie, and now the organization is in the Brightmoor community. I've been in the Brightmoor community for almost 5 years, and with this community, it's a small community. A lot of people help each other. I noticed there's a lot of different nonprofits, a lot of like guardian kids, moms, and families that need help. So I thought it was a great idea to start my organization here. For me, the moment that has brought me the most joy is having moms pay it forward, want to come back and volunteer, or they're doing so great that they come and help out other moms and pour into other moms and talk to other moms. I've been inspired by Detroit women in my own life, is just seeing how much they are go-getter. They don't let anyone intimidate them. They have their eye on the prize, which is helping the community, and that's just how I just want to be. It doesn't matter if we don't have the funding, if we don't have the help. If I know I can just help one person and they pay it forward, then I know I'm doing something to change the community. To me, like Detroit, like it's all about helping people, and like I said, city of go-getters.
Please join me in recognizing Tyra Moore.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say, oh my God, I'm extremely grateful. Marlon, oh my God, like that was just so special. I cannot believe like you nominated me for this. Like I was like so confused, but happy at the same time because I was like, wow. I just want to tell you all that I am so passionate about running A Girl Like Me, Inc. because I believe every young woman deserves a supportive community, access to resources that empower them to thrive. Our organization is dedicated to providing a safe and non-judgmental space where young mothers can come together, share their experience, and gain the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. Seeing the transformation and growth of these young women as they navigate the challenges of motherhood fills me with joy and fulfillment. It is my drive force to create a positive and impactful change in the lives of the community we serve. To all the incredible women working tirelessly to uplift the communities, I just want to say your dedication and passion is truly inspiring. I'm so happy, like I'm nervous at the same time, and just want to say everyone's commitment to creating a positive change. And I have no doubt that efforts will continue to transform lives. Keep pushing forward, knowing that your work is shaping a brighter future. Thank you all so much. I'm so happy.
Thank you. And let's give it up in the chat for Tyra and for all the wonderful women who we have been celebrating today. Tyra, Sharon, Michelle, Juanita, Darnetta, Bonnie, just you guys, let's just celebrate them and honor them and recognize them. Literally clap, but also claps in the chat. These are some really remarkable women, and we just want to continue to support them. So there are some links that have been dropped in the chat, but you might not have noticed them in all of the wonderful noise of celebration. We love celebration noises. So check the chat if you want to see some links on how to support some of them. We will also be sending those out for folks who have registered and things like that, just so that you know how to support them, how to giving them love and helping them do the work that they're doing, that they have been doing, just how to be a part of it. So the spirit behind the Power of One Dedicated Woman Awards, like Dottie was saying, is simply just honoring women who do powerful work, who deserve the recognition for their efforts. And it's a tool that we use to remind them. It's a resource, a tool. It's something we have to help them remember, your work matters, and keep that spirit lit and on fire inside of them. So they received 2 batons, one as that physical reminder to say, keep it going, ladies. And then they also received a second baton to literally and figuratively pass on that passion, pass on that work, pass on that love to someone who can continue doing that work that she is doing in her community. So thank you. Now, every year we honor 6 community leaders, and this is our 9th year. So right now that means, quick math, we've got about 54 women who have received this recognition in the past. So on the screen, we've got all of the past honorees since 2015. Each individual on this list is beyond deserving of the recognition here, and every single day, their impact continues to make it a lasting impact on their neighborhoods. So I can't wait to see where all of the ripples continue to go from the amazing women who are making moves, making waves in Detroit. And my colleagues, Ravina and Adriana, will read through those names as well.
Okay, these are the past honorees from 2015. Barbara Harding, Jackie Perkins, Lenora Hall, Phyllis Judkins, Shirley Rankin, and Jackie Conley.
Thanks, Adriana. I'm moving into the 2016 past honorees. We have Barbara Matney, Charlotte Blackwell, Denise Kennedy, Eloise Moore, Marissa Mewitz, Michelle Jackson.
And the 2017 past honorees, Elisa Petros Smith, Dale Stubblefield, Daisy Martinez, Mary Jo Smith, Sandra Pickens, and Sonia Brown.
And we do sincerely apologize if we're mispronouncing any of your names. 2018 past nominees, Barbara Martin, Karen Knox, Rachel Ulla, Star Rowland, Stephanie Harbin, Tene Liali.
And the 2019 honorees, Sanja Hill, Betty Varner, Letitia Johnson, Shiva Shamir, Dawn Wilson Clark, and Stevie Baca.
And in 2020, we had Joyce Moore, Jasmine Mahone, Yvonne Gibbs, Sandra White, Teresa Landrum, Claudia Enriquez, and Samoy Smith.
And in 2021, we had Karen Washington, Kathleen Hurd, Kelly Roper, Maya Holmes, Rhonda Theus, and Rashawn Long.
And last year we had Asia L, Alice Hartman, Brittany Kilome, Lorraine Sheffield, Rikisha Odom, and Tamara Howard. Back to you, Lindsay.
Thank you, guys. And thank you guys for celebrating in the chat these amazing women who have received this honor in the past. We do want to recognize that 3 of them have passed on. It's Barbara Harding, Samoy Smith, and Alicia Petros Smith. So yes, thank you guys for your amazing work. Those of you who are here, we are so excited and energized by the work that you continue to do. So I'm gonna close it out for us. I'm not Shamil, if only. Shamil's amazing. But we ask that you just continue to support these amazing women, support this work that Dottie has helped us really launch and continues to drive and be the heartbeat for. As individual donors, you can text POW to 53555, help us meet our $1,500 goal. Continue to support the recognition of these women and the supports that we provide to them going forward. Adriana dropped the link in the chat if you are interested in being a part of that. And next, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for being a part of the celebration. Thank you to the women. Thank you to the nominators. A special enthusiastic thank you to the nominators who have seen these women and put 2 and 2 together to say, you know what, she needs to be on a pedestal. Go ahead. I'm done.
I just want to say again, thank you all for attending, doing and continue to do the amazing work that you are doing. And I thank God for the vision of the Power One Dedicated Woman. So thank you all again for attending.
Thank you for the board. Thank you all.
Lindsay, thank you for closing us out. I am so sorry that I was not able to jump on camera sooner. But as women, we carry so much. You guys can probably see my little one in the back. I just came from taking care of my dad. I would be remiss if I did not extend congratulations to every single winner this year, every single nominee this year, every single woman that has ever held down their neighborhood, their block, their home, all of the things that we carry every single day. I want you to know that we see you, we honor you, we thank you, whether you were nominated or not. The intent of this award, as Dottie so humbly lifted up, is to just let all of you know that each and every part of our mission and services is to create a platform and a voice for all of you. We hope that we do it well. And if we're not doing it well, please let me know. Please let us know. But this is truly a space to give voice to oftentimes the voiceless and to give recognition, especially to women who are doing yeoman's work in the community without ever being told publicly, thank you. So I say publicly on behalf of MCR, thank you. We honor you. We appreciate you. And please continue to do good work. To the extent that we can support you, we will.
Thank you so much, Sherrill.
Thank you.
That concludes our celebration. We invite you to continue living it up on the chat while making it outside of the webinar. Live it up in real life, celebrate these women, love on them, hug on them, donate to their causes and their work. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.